Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thanks for watching my movie. Today, vlog number 11. And today it's gonna get a little bit tough for you guys. For me as well, actually. Because I wanted to talk about the topic, actually, in Thailand, girls. How does it work? What to do? What not to do? This is a real challenge for me to explain you without hurting the girls, the working girls. As a starter, please notice, not all girls are bad. Definitely not. I'm talking generally, okay? So if you find 100, let's say we talk about 100 working girls, I would say 90 of them, 95, 96, toward 99 are pros. A real professional working girl on the street, in a bar, in a go bar, whatsoever, okay? So the people always like to know. I mean, I got so many emails lately. When I started my vlog, there was in the beginning, I talked about the hotel, I talked about eating a rat, and that was okay, but the people, hey, come on, make a video vlog about the girls. Explain us about the girls. I just got an email saying, I like to be not indiscreet, but can you talk to me about the girls? All right, I'll try. Okay, most of the foreigners, when they come to Thailand for a holiday, the men, I'm talking about men, not girls. So they come to Thailand and they got a culture shock. They seen, maybe not for the first time in their life, a Thai woman, but they never seen a Thai woman acting and working like they do in this country. So the boys coming to this country. So they go to the beach. In the evening, they want to go out, want to have a beer somewhere. And of course, they go to a beer bar. They call it bar beer. I call it beer bar, okay? So, and then you're going to find a lot of girls. And good-looking girls. Not all of them. Most of them are crap. But you have some really good-looking girls. And then they like to talk to you. And you think, wow, that is a nice-looking girl. She smiled at me. Wow. Am I sexy? Yeah, you are. You are very sexy for them. And you start talking to them. And in 5 minutes, your brain is totally overcooked. Because all you see is a nice smile, nice black hair, nice skin. And you think like, wow, what a nice girl. Nice talking to her. Nice talking to her what? What do you talk to her? About your financial situation back in Europe or in the States, or what did you really talk to her? Hey, where you come from, and blah, 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 blah. Cheesecake. That's all you do. But in 5 minutes you think, wow, she is so nice. She listened to you. And you like I said, it's like you got a brain damage in 5 seconds. The girl gives you always a smile. She gives you a little massage and all this kind of thing. And you buy her a lady drink, which you should do because she's working, you know. She don't sit with you for free, maybe for 5-10 minutes, and then after she walk away if you don't pay for her, at least a drink. So, and then you pay her a drink, and it costs you already money. And I don't even know how to start it. This is a topic, it is so difficult, guys. Okay. I'm living for 14 years here. I'm talking about myself, so there is no offense to other people, okay? I'm talking about myself. I came to this country 14 years ago, and I wanted to do a diving trip. I went to a travel agent in my country, and I said, hey, I wanted to do a very nice diving trip with my buddy, and I wanted to go to the Maldives. And then the travel agent told me, Maldives right now overbooked, sorry, I don't have anything available for you. And then he proposed me to go to Phuket, and Phuket, Thailand. And I said, no, I don't wanna see the sex tourism. I'm not a sex tourist, okay? And he said, no, you go to Phuket. In Phuket there is no sex tourism at all. Well, I believed him, and I booked it, and I came to Thailand, and the first night I went out, I had a girl, the first night. And I didn't want to do that, but I did it because it was just amazing. The feeling I got that night, it was unbelievable, you know. I had a beautiful girl beside me. My buddy also directly got a girl, and we took him directly straight to the hotel. Um, that was okay for me because at that time I was single and nothing special for me, but it was an amazing adventure. Okay, so I went back to my country. I sold everything I had. I came to this country for good. I booked a one-way ticket because I thought, like, that is my country. I love the girls. I love the palm trees. I love the Thai food, all this kind of thing at the beginning. And that was my story. That's how I came here. And I was probably the worst sex tourist you can imagine. I admit that. I mean, I have the balls to tell you that, yeah, I was a sex tourist. But what is a sex tourist? I didn't felt like a sex tourist. I felt like I was a party lion, you know. I was never this kind of guy who's seen a girl who's like, oh, I want to marry you. I never been like that until after 2 years, I had my fun here. 2 years. I spent a lot of money. I mean, seriously, big bucks. I'm not talking about $5,000-$10,000. I'm talking about way more, okay? Way much, way higher. And after that money was done, I thought, like, fuck, I really need to stop my lifestyle because I became so skinny. I had at that time 57 kilo because of the beep, 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 beep every night another one, because I was sitting in the hotel room or in my apartment like this and like, oh no, today I'm going to stay home. I'm not going out. But I was like this. 10 o'clock. I thought, like, no, you have to go. Maybe tonight there is the real girl, the real deal coming around the corner, and I'm going to miss it. And then, no. So, off again. Until I find a bar girl. I really liked her. She was super special. And she just started working. I think like 6 months she was in a bar. And at that time, even I was here 2 years already, I didn't figure that 6 months is already a lifetime, more or less, for them, you know. So I thought, oh, she's a Korean one. She didn't speak any, spoke any English, just a little bit. But, you know, we had a very nice physical attraction to each other, and everything worked out fine. And I said, like, okay, I thought, I'm going to take this girl out of the bar. I wanted to make her my girlfriend. Okay, so there was no problem for me. I talked to the owner because I was in this bar for a long time. I spent a lot of money. So the owner from the bar, he said, take her out if you don't want to. You don't have to pay anything and all this kind of thing, you know. I didn't pay any bar fine for her when she quit working in the bar. So she checked in with me in my apartment. I stayed with her for 4 years. Yeah, I think 4 years. I stayed with her for 4 years. And hey, that was not a walk in the park, you know. I mean, she cheated on me many times. And I cheated on her as well, because it is not easy for a man to stay monogamous in this country, you know. I mean, every corner you got a good-looking girl, and it's like, hey, come on, you want to... And I think, nah, that doesn't work. That works in the beginning when you're in love, but after, when you a couple of years or a couple of months with the same girl together, you're so much. I was so much attracted to so many other good-looking girls, and I thought, like, hey, I'm young, well, why not? Okay, so well, after 4 years, it didn't work. The day we finished, 4 years, and she costed me a lot of money. She didn't ask me money, you know, but of course she is my girlfriend, and I had to support her. I had to support the family. She never asked, but she made it very clear from the beginning on, you know, I don't want your money. I really don't want your money. She was really smart. And I said, like, I don't want you to work in the bar. I don't want you to see going with another guys every night just to support your family. So I did support her family. And it was cheap. It was, at that time, it was 3,000 baht a month I gave to her. Plus, food, drink, clothes, whatsoever. So she costed me like 10 to 15,000 baht a month, which was okay. I could afford it. It was not a big deal. But I never felt like she is with me because of me. I had this feeling that she was with me because she needed a supporter. But I was blind. You know, I really liked her. I liked her boobs. They were shining to the moon, you know, and I was like, what a girl. So, okay. Make a long story short. 4 years together. She costed me a lot of money. I really, really loved her. I thought I loved her. The day we finished, the same day she took a backpack, she walked away from this house to the next bar, and the same evening she fucked two English guys. The two guys took her in a hotel room. That broke my heart. So I was really, really pissed at myself, at her, at the whole world, at Thailand and everything. But it was not the fault of Thailand. It was not the fault of her. It was my stupidity to believe that I could change a girl, that I could make her mine. It didn't work. So what I did, I went to Bangkok. Second story. I went to Bangkok. I said, look, now hookers. You know, I don't want a girlfriend anymore. I was in Bangkok. 2 days, Sukhumvit. I had my own apartment there. So I met a girl, a freelance girl. She didn't work in a bar. And I was here already 6 years. 6 years. So I knew a lot. And I was always laughing about guys when they say, I get married, I have a girlfriend and all, you know. I went to Sukhumvit. I met this girl. And I went to a pub with live music. And she was just sitting there alone. And she was a really, really good-looking girl. And I do believe I'm not a ugly guy, so at that time, even I had my six-pack, now I got only a one-pack. You know, as a party line, I went to her and said, like, hey, my name is Sonny, how you doing? I never seen you here. Of course, I'd never been there, but... And she said, whoa, I never seen you there either, and blah, 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 blah. What the fuck, whatever. I took her. The same night she went with me, a freelancer, okay? And she said to me, no, she worked in a travel agency, and she just wanted to have some party. She had some problem with her husband, ex-husband, and she had 2 kids. And I thought, like, oh, okay, maybe she is just really sad, and she wanted to change a little bit. And, you know, I got drunk, she got drunk, so we went to the hotel, and not to the hotel, to my apartment, and you know what I'm talking about. So, and I thought, like, wow, that was cool, and it was a really nice night with her. And the next day I had to go back to Phuket. So when I was back in Phuket, I could not stop thinking about her. I thought, like, oh, maybe this one is different. Maybe really this one is different. I mean, she had problems. Yeah, maybe she regretted the last night with me, and then blah blah blah. I called her. She didn't pick up the phone. I keep calling. Okay, so finally she picked up the phone, and she's like, yeah, hello, blah blah blah. And then she said to me, oh, what I did last night was very bad. I feel so bad about my kids, and what do you think? I'm a slut, and I'm a prostitute. And I said, no, I never think about it, and I never thought it. I mean, I had it a little bit in my back, but my feeling, my balls told me, nah, this could be really different. So that was the first time my balls teach me something really wrong. Okay, so a week later, she checked in. She came from Bangkok. She gave up her kids. The kids went. She didn't give up her kids. Stupid Sonny. That's not what I wanted to say. She sent her kids to her husband to Australia, so she could come to my place here. 18 months. Finito. I had to pay all that. She was always crying. She needed a support. I had to pay the apartment in Bangkok because she didn't work there. She gave up her job. So and I said, like, okay, so what are you going to do with the apartment? She said, I want to keep it. I want to keep it in case, you know, my kids coming back. I need to have a place for her, for my kids. And I said, okay, that makes sense. So I paid the apartment. It was 6,000 baht a month. It was 5,000. I don't remember, 5 or 6,000. It was a cheap one. So I paid that. And then, after 4 months, the kids were in Australia, and she started crying every night. And I said, what is wrong? Oh, I miss my kids, and blah, 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 blah. I had to pay the ticket to Australia because her husband couldn't afford it. But she wanted to see her kids. She was my girlfriend. I really liked that one too, you know. So I paid the ticket. 3 times in 18 months, I paid the ticket to Australia. That she could stay with her ex-husband in Australia. And said to me, oh, nothing happened. Okay, maybe nothing happened. She really just wanted to see the kids. So I cannot say anything. I didn't know. So I haven't seen it. So anyway, my feeling went down. And then after 18 months, finito. For kid reasons. I didn't thought, I mean, my feeling was like, Why should I pay for kids? I love kids, but those kids are not my kids, okay? So I was really desperate at that time, and I thought like, no, I'm not doing this. Okay, she checked out. Next day, she was back in Bangkok. Next day, I heard from a friend of mine who knew her, and he knew me from Bangkok. Oh, she went yesterday with a Swedish guy. What? A day later, she was not a professional. Okay, okay. So what I did at that moment, I swear to myself. I said, I promise to myself, I will never, ever, ever go with a working girl. I will never get emotionally involved anymore in my life. Never ever. And I swear to whatever is holy for me, I will never ever get emotionally involved in a working girl. And this is a big variety. What is a working girl? Whatever you see in the bar is a working girl. Whatever you see on a dating website, is for me 90% a working girl. There might be 10% who are really looking for somebody. I don't know the reason. I don't believe it. You know, I wanted to give them a door. I wanted to let them a door open to select 10% are good girls. Okay, 10%. So that means that 90% working girls, go-go bars, whatsoever. These are the girls who are you going to see and to meet as a tourist. You don't have the opportunity like me. I'm living here for a long time. I could actually choose the girls and check on the girls. But you know, you as a tourist, you come to Thailand, you stay in a hotel, you go out in a bar, you go out to the red light district, and you are going to see working girls. I promise you, you will 99.9999 period percent, you will not date a woman from the bank or a girl from 7-Eleven or I don't even know, a real good working girl. No, a serious girl you are not going to meet, to meet, yes, but not to date. She might smile at you like, yeah, you know. You are not. So the only chance you got is what? To date the girls in the bar. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as you keep in mind she is a working girl. They never get emotionally involved in this kind of girl. She's looking for a sponsor. They're looking for just support, just for support, and they give you feelings which might you think this is not normal. They give you special things you would never imagine that in your country. Okay, the best advice: don't go for a girlfriend. Don't get emotionally involved. If you do that, you're fucked. You're fucked big time. And here we go again. I don't want to say now all the girls are bad. Some girls, they're working a long time in the bar. Long time. I mean like 20 years, or they're 40 up. They really might have enough from this work. And maybe they look for a guy. Maybe. But, you know, the education from the bars is, unfortunately, they're really, they're fucked up. And I don't want to have this feeling anymore in my life. It hurts. It really hurts. Especially when you see your girlfriend just walking away and fuck the next guy. I mean, there is no heart pain, you know. You have heart pain, but they don't. They're ice cold. And they show it to you. And they really, really show it to you. So guys, about the girls, there are so many things I could talk, but this vlog would be probably like 3 hours long. Just don't do it. Just please don't do it. Go in a bar, be smart. If you like this girl, go with her, have fun with her, pay her. Next day, different girl. Also, don't go back into the bar and take this girl 3 or 4 or 5 times, and then you might think, oh, there's actually this other girl in this bar is also nice. And you tell this girl like, okay, now you know we had fun 5 times together. I want to finish now. I want to change, you know. Some varieties never hurt. That might hurt you, you know. And you take the second girl in the bar. If the second girl would go with you, you're going to have a problem with the first girl because she gets jealous. Because, of course, the other girl is going to take her sponsor from the last 5 days. Okay? So don't do it. or she is really cool. So, hey, do what you want, and it's absolutely clear. Okay, do that. One more thing, I just get it in my mind right now. I just met a guy online. Um, I think it was yesterday. It was yesterday. And he said, Sonny, I read your vlogs, I saw your website, I like your movies on YouTube. Please, can you give me an advice? How is it to buy a house in Thailand? And I thought, like, buying a house in Thailand. Okay, and my first question was, well, how long are you living here? Well, I came in April. So this is just like 4 months ago, three and a half, 4 months ago. And I'm like, oh, and you want to buy already a house? I said, yeah, I have my girlfriend, she's Thai, and she like to marry me now, and we would like to buy a house. I asked him, uh, excuse me, but where did you met this girl? In a bar? Oh, no, she is not a professional at all. She is a good girl. She is 40 years old. She got a daughter, she's 13. I almost adopted her already. And I met her on a dating website. I said, oh, dating website. Yeah, she's a good girl. I mean, you know. And now he liked to buy a house. And then when he asked me my opinion, I'm not the kind of guy who is like, yeah, you know, yeah, I think she's a good girl, but it is difficult about. No, I told him, you are nuts. You're totally gone down the road wacko, my friend, because what are you talking about? You're living here for 4 months and want to buy a house for her? I say, yeah, but she's a good girl. And then I tell him, like, you know what? I don't know her. I don't want to insult your girlfriend, but did you ever consider that she might be a semi-professional? Why would she date you on a dating website and after 4 months talking about getting married and buying me a house? I should send him this song like Pattaya Odidi Pattaya. You know this song? Or there's so many songs about it, and this is absolutely crazy. And then what happened was this guy he didn't show it to me, but I felt it, because he stopped the conversation immediately. Okay, thank you for your advice. When I called his girlfriend, not names, or I didn't call her even a hooker, I just said, like, hey, I think she is a semi-professional, okay? The semi-professional was for him enough to cut the line, you know, because he couldn't stand it. They asked me my opinion, and then they don't want to have the truth. They cannot handle the truth, those guys. Most of the guys. I don't want to point my finger to you right now, but if you're watching right now, get the lesson, you know. Don't think that my girl is different. And my last thing for this vlog, because it's going to be a long vlog anyway. Now the guys might ask, so you have a wife right now. Is she different? Yes, she is. And now you might laugh. Yeah, of course. Now he's the same like all the other guys. No, I am not. And I tell you why I am not, okay? When I said after my second hooker girlfriend, I will never ever date a working girl anymore, I changed my entire life in Thailand. I really did. You know what I did? I turned my back to the red light district. I never went back anymore. I was looking for a job. I found a job in the management, okay? And in this company, there was my girlfriend working. Seriously working, day per day, but she had a Thai boyfriend before. And that was not the real deal for her. And I started flirting with her. Well, flirting is not the right word. I started smiling at her, and she became more or less like my Thai friend, a friend. We talked about everything, blah, 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 blah. And then after, it took me 1 year. I dated her for dinner. I invited her for dinner. She many times said, no, I cannot, you know, this is not okay, because I'm not this kind of girl. How other people might think in the company if I, no. She said no. Well, I kept going, and I invited her for dinner. Then one day she said, okay, I will come. She came with 2 girlfriends. And these girlfriends have a very nice background. One is in the, something with law business. The other one works in a bank, and this is no kidding. This is really serious. And then I got more and more background information about my girl. I mean, she's an educated woman. She studied language. She speaks German. She speaks French, English, and Thai. So, I mean, if she would have worked on the street, or she didn't even know what Thai website is. She never been to Patong. She is from Phuket. She never been to Patong before in her life. She couldn't, because she was working all day long. Okay? Second time I met her for a dinner, she came with her brother. Such a guy. I was a nice guy, and said, hey guys, would you like to drink something? And yeah, the Heineken, the Heineken was gone. He had 10 Heinekens, I had a half one. I mean, he was a big guy. And then he said to me, if you wanted to date my sister, forget about it. I mean, she liked you as a friend, and I thought like, oh fuck, I'm fucked, you know? But I kept going, kept trying. I tried to convince her that I am not that kind of guy anymore. And like I said, it took me 1 year. And now I'm together with my wife almost 9 years. In December it will be 9 years. I don't go out in bars. If I go to a bar, I have to do it sometimes business related to my restaurant. I have to go around and you know, people have to see me because they send me customers or they come and dinner. My wife always say, I don't go with you in the bar. She go home. She go sleep. She really don't want that. So I really say, I got lucky. I just got lucky, and that's why when you got a girl like this, close this protocol. Okay? For me it is easy because I had my time. I really had my time. And if somebody come to this country who didn't have his time with the hookers and felt directly in love with the girl whatsoever, sooner or later you're going to have your time. You want to have your time, and it will not work. And my last advice, again, don't get emotionally involved in a working girl. It's the best advice I can give you. It's free. Thanks for watching my vlog. I hope you liked it. Cheers, guys. Subscribe, like, share, 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 share. Please share. Thanks. Stay sexy. Love you all.